What's up, everybody? Good morning, good evening, good night. This is Tuck Rule Takes, episode 69, the Cole Strange
Nice.
episode. With me, as always, Al, Liam, I'm Mike. I'm gonna disclaimer first, actually, for kind of Al and I both. We're both playing injured, mine of the self-inflicted variety. I am aggressively hungover today. Aggressively
Fighting through pain. Love to see it.
fighting through, but I nap. I hate naps. I don't know if you guys knew this. I'm a notorious nap hater. I napped for like 3.5 hours, so I guess you can kind of say I
Wow.
slept. That's more of just a sleep.
That's a slumber.
See, that's where we are various opposites. I am a nap lover. I took like a half hour, 45-minute nap today, and I felt great afterwards. It was fantastic.
Oh no!
Yeah, I took the red eye
don't.
in, so I slept from 11 to like 2.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
looks like you might have to go back there, bud.
Not sure, looking like I was gonna go back anyway. That place is fucking sick.
Well,
First
this
time I've
one
been
is
over
for
there.
the legal reasons.
Yeah. Disturbing the peace.
Yeah.
What the fuck is disturbing the peace?
Come
The
on,
peace was disturbed.
is there really Pete? Like, I mean, what were you disturbing? Like, come on, just that's subject. No one knows what that even means.
Fuck.
So
Fucking
basically,
Kansas City.
we are all playing with some
Licking
sort
our
of
wounds.
ailments today. Yeah, this is great. Liam probably more so than everybody is licking his wounds, because I guess we'll touch on it real quick before we get into quick, just a little back and forth list of the Patriots Killers. Nothing really going on this week. I feel like this is kind of a dead week for the NFL other than the Super Bowl. So speaking of the Super Bowl, Chiefs won 38-35. I think it's only right that we let our resident Eagles fan kind of give his thoughts about this game. Liam, the floor is yours. Philly Liam, Philly McDade.
There's nothing really to say. Shit like this is so cripplingly depressing, where it just hurts to your inner soul. I'm pretty sure you bet on the Eagles too, numbnuts. Yeah. How is losing all that money just like me?
$25. That's okay.
You twat. More than $25. Because you owe me 15, and then what'd you place
Okay,
at
so
the
40,
casino?
whatever.
$40 there. See, that's that. You could have used that $40 for something that wasn't the fucking Eagles. But yeah, no, it's just it hurts. It sucks. It's very fucking depressing. It makes me question why I invest so much in sports, because like obviously you root for a team all fucking year, and yes, the defense totally shit the bed in the second half. Like that happens, but I don't like to play the blame game. We talk about it on this show plenty with the referees and whatnot. On the biggest stage in the final game, for it to come down to a even debatable, controversial call like that, to rob the public of a potential game tying field goal, drive, touchdown, or potential game winner, which it seemed unlikely, and the Eagles probably wouldn't have been able to do it, but to rob them of an opportunity and to rob everyone of even more showmanship and more excitement in the game. It was a stellar game. The final score screams it all. Like that's what everyone, the modern fan, wants in a game. They want high scoring, they want touchdowns, they want big plays, they want defensive touchdowns. This game had it all. It just drives me up a fucking wall that the very end is ruined by a call. It's the Chiefs were probably going to win anyway. The Eagles fucked it up themselves, giving up 2 touchdowns on the exact same fucking play. A motion play that left a guy wide open on the outside makes absolutely no sense for a historically
That was the
great
worst.
It's truly mind blowing. So I'm not blaming it all on the refs, but just the fact that it happened down the stretch. Truly, it's like I put all my fanfare into like watching teams and whatnot, and I would be probably more devastated if it was the Patriots. To get to the very end, you're right there, and for the referees to have any part of it. They had swallowed their whistles the entire game. I think there were 2 penalty calls before that last one. That's the way it should be. To do shit like that is so egregious to me.
Yeah, I think the issue with that holding call, it should, was it holding or PI? They called holding, right? That's what it was.
Yeah,
Defensive holding.
Yeah. It just, like, was there a little tug of the jersey? Sure, but I think
but there is on every play.
Exactly. That's the thing that upsets the most people, and why when Roger Goodell over Super Bowl weekend was like, I think the referees or the officiating is the best it's been in however long. Like that's such bullshit, because even though that may have been a call, you're not calling it all game. and then all of a sudden you call it on the most important part of the game. And
it's like
like
at
you
least
said,
be consistent.
What exactly? Like just somehow like have some sort of consistency in anything that you do. And who knows, the Chiefs might have still won, but it's just like
I'm more than convinced the Chiefs probably
'em.
would have won. Like they were playing better in the second half, which is obviously the most fucking important half. But it's like just the fact that you can debate it, that the game's over and you can go, gee, what would have happened if they didn't make that call? That should never be the case.
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy. I'm looking at it now. I didn't know that the Eagles' time of possession was almost 36 minutes and the Chiefs had just over 24 minutes. That's like
Oh yeah.
I don't know. You would just think. I mean, but I mean, in a game where you have a fumble, where you give up a fumble 6, very tough to come
and
back.
Almost gave up a second one. It's like
that's almost like when the Patriots gave up 2 kickoff returns for a touchdown. It's like I don't like. There's only so much. Like how many teams have won in a big game like that? It's one of those things.
You deserve
like
to lose at that point if you make that mistake.
Exactly. It just I don't know. Like I said before, I didn't have that much of a rooting interest in it. I don't really like either team, but if I had to pick, I did pick the Eagles, and it was just I hate Travis Kelce. I hate the Chiefs. It's just it's rough, and now you have to deal with Travis Kelce after the game. Everyone counted us out. No one thought, but what are you talking about? What are you talking about? No one was counting you out other than like haters, which, yeah, sure, I'll fucking say I'm a hater of you. I don't like you or your team. But like normal, just rooting football fans or analysts and all that, no one was counting you out with my homeboy and the baby goat. Like, no, what are you talking about? Shut up. Everything he does is so cringeworthy. He's a try-hard. It's like he's trying to cut promos after games, and that's why you got to fight for your right to party. Let me tell you something. The only person or people who sound cool when they say that are the Beastie Boys. Anybody else, you sound like a fucking loser. You got to fight. And then you have to do the dramatic pause for like the turn. But it's not happening because it's just you. So you just have these weird pauses. Like, you got to fight for your right to party. What does that even mean? What do you, what, like, he just says shit and people eat it up because I don't know, Travis
You really
Kelce,
fucking hate this guy.
Most overrated tight end of all time. Yeah, I'm sorry. And I'll say it. The dude, yeah, he does run good. He does run good routes, obviously. I mean, you have to run good routes to get there. Does he have great hands? He has good hands. What else does he do? Almost every one of the balls he catches, he's wide open. I don't see him going up and lossing people like tight ends do. I don't. Oh no, it definitely does. I think that if Travis Kelce didn't have Patrick Mahomes, he'd be, I don't know, a lesser version of Greg Olsen. And Greg Olsen's really good, but no one talks about Greg Olsen as being a GOAT.
All great.
He went to the U. Shut the fuck up. Listen, I'm just so angry. I know. Every great tight end went to the U. You know who didn't go to the U? Travis Kelce.
It's true.
Because he was too busy fighting for his right to party, pretended to be. I hate him. He's not.
He did have that. He did have a low catch though. Like
that was good. No, that was good. That was awesome. Yeah,
like
that reminded me of that Gronk catch that he had against the Chiefs, or maybe it was the Steelers. I forget which one. Where he like picked it up. Yeah, the Steelers. He picked it up off his shoelaces. But it's just I'm done with Travis Kelce. He doesn't block well. He's a goober. He tried to have a dating show that time. Now I'm just talking sour grapes. I just don't.
You're an angry elf.
I'm not saying he's not good. It's almost like when you say like I don't know, Justin Herbert is overrated. He's really good, but you can still be really good and be overrated. Travis Kelce is. I will tell my kids that whenever they bring up, because they're going to be sports fans, they're like, oh, what about Travis Kelce? I'm going to say, shut up, boy or girl. I'm going to say, listen, Travis Kelce. No, Travis Kelce.
Shut up, little child. Stop bringing this up.
Travis Kelce was nowhere near all these crazy stats. Yeah, when you're working with a track team offense and Tyreek Hill is clearing out everywhere, and then when Tyreek Hill isn't there, you still got Mahomes who can still do all this stuff. Great quarterback. Travis Kelce, most overrated player I've ever seen in my lifetime. And I hate the Chiefs.
I can see you passionately hate this guy. I
passionately hate him. Like I said, there's nothing. Every single time he catches the ball wide open, oh my God, look at this Travis Kelce. Only Travis Kelce or Travis Kels. That's how you say his stupid last name. We haven't even been saying it right the whole time. Then they're trying to force feed this fucking Kelce brothers storyline down our throats. No one gives a shit. No one
Yeah.
gives a shit about that.
I like the Eagles. I didn't give a fuck.
His mom with the
Donna.
jerseys and the shoes and all that. I can't even blame her. She got dragged into this by her dumb kids.
Dude, how weird was it to see Roger Goodell, her, and DeMar Hamlin all sitting next to each other at the
That
game?
was that was quite the scene.
What
It was
a
like
weird,
it was like a Mad Lib
fucking
thing.
Yeah,
What a
I'm
trio.
like, I know. I'm like, what are they talking about? Like,
Just,
they have
yeah,
nothing
like
in common.
because I doubt that she even like cares. She's just like
doesn't
chilling.
give a
She has
fuck.
her sons
She
playing.
just
That's
wants
awesome.
one of her sons to win the game. She doesn't give a fuck which one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a win for her. But yeah, I did not care about that. Like the second I turned on the pregame stuff at like 3:00 because I was like, you know what? Let me see. I don't want to because if you start at 1, it's just the same shit all the time. So I was like 3:30, whatever it was. First thing they started doing, let's talk about the Kelsey brothers. They're having some sit down interview with Greg Olsen, and they're like, "Oh my god, look at these pictures of us as a kid. We're so cute and young." No, you're not. You're annoying as shit. I'm so happy that they're not playing anymore. Like, well, not like retiring, but I'm just so happy that they're not like the scope of anything.
Jason might retire actually.
Jason, and the issue is, I think I don't mind Jason because he's an offensive lineman. He's got the big beard. He's just a scruffy dude. Like it looks like he just walked right out of the wilderness, like a David Andrews type. Like
he looks like he's from The Revenant.
I know, and I like him, but then he's got his stupid brother that just drags him down, just like Patrick Mahomes does with his stupid brother.
Yeah,
It's just
awful.
Brothers will kill you. So I don't know. Al, what'd you think of the game? I like I said, I cared more about like the stupid ass storylines going into it. But what did you think about the game?
So as far as
I know you're dying too. You're playing sick too.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough out here in the mean streets of Massachusetts. But
yeah,
long story short, I mean, you guys have kind of taken a lot of the points that I was going to make, so I'm just going to reemphasize them. The call at the end of the game, when it's the Super Bowl, when you're tied, when it's a minute left, let the players decide the outcome. Don't let a flag decide the outcome.
Yep.
If you want to do the AFC Championship, you want to do the divisional rounds, you want to do the wild card
the
game,
Bengals call that sent the Chiefs to the
whatever.
playoffs, it kind of made sense. Like
whatever. It is what it is. In that moment, don't call the penalty. Let Bucker kick the field goal and then see if Jalen Hurts and the Eagles can go down and score. If they can't score, then the Chiefs deserve to win it. I will say this. You have to give credit to Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy because they made adjustments in the second half. They exposed the Eagles defense and they put up 24 points in the second half.
Well, you're preaching to the congregation because I love Andy Reid, former Eagles coach, guy's an offensive mastermind. I've always loved Andy Reid.
Exactly. And he was able to exploit the Eagles defense. The Eagles defense, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think they got a sack the whole game.
No,
I'll tell you right now.
And they had historically great sack numbers all season. 4 players who had 10+ sacks. Fucking nothing in this.
Nothing. And it's just, making mistakes like the Jalen Hurts fumble. Unfortunately, that's a bad mistake. You have to hold on to the football. Got to take care of the football.
Too. Stage. He just kind of like, I mean, granted, there was a tackler there, but it kind of in the replay, it looked like the guy didn't even touch the ball. Hurts was just trying to tuck it, whatever, and it just
exactly
very weird.
Travis Kelce, the player, you can respect the player. The player is very good. The player is arguably the best tight end in the game right now.
Hate the player, hate the game.
He's okay. Yeah. No, he's definitely a top 5 tight end in the league right now.
The player is fine. The guy outside of it,
there's only 5 good tight ends.
I'm on Mike's side as far as Travis Kelce, the person, because he is just a straight up loser.
Oh, he's the worst.
That's all he is.
He's a try-hard.
Again, I can put him. I can say he's the best tight end in the game right now, but he forces it again. Like Mike said, the right to party thing is just cringeworthy. Just get me. Just don't have Travis Kelce on my screen. Now I'm going to say this too. our friend Ben Volen wrote an article that said, "Sorry, Patriots fans, the Chiefs have a dynasty here." Let's slow down on that a little bit.
Yeah.
I will say this.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too.
Yeah. If they win one more, if they win one next year or even the year after, 3 out of 4, 3 out of 5, okay, you can call it a dynasty. That's very fair because you're winning consistently. Especially
they won in 2019.
2000 and they won in 19.
Yeah, because Brady won it. Yeah, they won in 19. Brady won in 2020.
Okay, so fine. So even better.
So they won it 3 fucking years ago.
Okay, so even better. So I stand corrected. So 2 out of 4, and then if you win one next year, if they win one next year, 3 out of 5, you can give it to them. You can say that they're a dynasty. 3 out of 5 because it'd be the same thing as the but it'd be the same thing as the Patriots. You can't say the Patriots
throwing around,
but you can't say the Patriots win 3 out of 5 call them a dynasty, but then when another team does the same thing, you discredit it. You can't do that. It's either they're both not a dynasty or they both are a dynasty.
Well, Patriots won 3 out of 4, didn't they?
They did. I'm just saying for the sake of the example, because yes, they did win 3 out of 4. You're right. 01, 03, and 04.
Yeah.
But then if you want to throw 05 in there and obviously 02 because they lost, if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl next year, then they will basically have done the same thing that the Patriots did, winning 3 out of 5. So that's
I agree.
People were calling that team a dynasty. So that's all I'm saying. You have to make that comparison. But let me tell you something too. Eric Bieniemy, he might be out the door because he might go to Washington. He might go to Baltimore.
We've heard this for like 3 years though. And
no, not as a head coach. Not as a head coach. As an OC.
Oh yeah, as a head coach, he interviewed with the not the 49ers. Not the Cardinals. It was one of the NFC teams. I fucking can't remember for life.
Well, the Guardians are interviewing him to be their OC.
Oh yeah, the Guardians of the Redskins. I'm like,
the Commanders. Jesus, that's the Cleveland.
Yeah, Guardians are Cleveland. Yeah,
Cleveland. Yeah. Sheesh, baseball. Sheesh.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know.
Guardians.
But yeah, Commanders. The Commanders are looking at him. The Ravens are looking at Bieniemy. So who knows what's going to happen there? Excuse me. So, long story short, Jalen Hurts can ball out. Great job by Jalen Hurts. Great job by just the Eagles offense. But when you don't keep up the same production in the second half, Belichick said it best. It's the Super Bowl is a tale of 2 games. First half is the first game. Second half's a brand new game because of everything that's going on with the halftime show. By the way, quickly, thoughts on Rihanna's halftime show?
I was going to bring that up.
Pregnant as fuck.
Rihanna is my number one for like a female like pop artist or whatever, just a female artist. Love her. I always forget how many goddamn hits she has.
Oh my
Every single song, hit. There were some songs she played. I was like, I completely forgot. Like the Where Have You Been All My Life? So I completely forgot about that. I was like, yep, Rude Boy. I was like, oh shit, Bitch Better Have My Money, which she opened it with. I have that is in my gym playlist, and I was like, oh, what the fuck?
When I saw her first enter, like everyone got the picture, right? When she's like smiling, it looks like she has like the evil smile to kind of start. You knew it was going down when that was
right.
happening.
We all saw
I was a
that.
little scared. I was a little scared of that photo. I'm like,
there were a lot of feelings. Yeah, I like that she decided her set was set up like a Super Mario game. I like that. I was like the platform, like the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is crazy. Yeah, I thought it was good. I know that everybody wanted the special guest, right? That's kind of like the big the drawback.
I could have swore Kanye was going to come on when she did all the lights. I'm like,
I did too. I was like, wait a minute, Kanye?
It was like, and then I thought it was a layup that Jay-Z was going to come out for maybe Run This Town or Umbrella. And I was like, I can just picture like, because it's going to kind of get a little silent. Then you're going to hear Jay-Z do like his beginning to Umbrella. But no, it was just her.
No.
So
I thought like she was all right. I don't know. Like she's definitely got like, the classic, like the bangers and whatnot. All the lights is tight. She's got some good ones. I was never a huge fan of Umbrella. So I was like, I remember it from like middle school because everyone.
It's okay. You don't like a lot of normal things. It's okay.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But like, I don't know. She kind of looks like she has penile alcohol syndrome to me. Like whenever I look at her, I'm like, you're kind of freaky.
Okay. No, you are not going to slander Rihanna on this
podcast. I am.
Shot.
I think
no shot.
Oh my God. You're an Eagles fan. You slander Rihanna. What's next? You're gonna start hating Mac Jones.
She's just not that pretty. She's just not.
Did California do you dirty? Like, did it do it dirtier?
Well, I did myself dirty, but yeah,
you did.
I don't know. She's mids. She's okay.
I will just say that it was a good performance. I don't think that it was the great. I still think maybe it's just my bias. I still think last year was my favorite performance personally.
Yeah, it's definitely your bias.
Just because obviously
it
was Eminem, but then you had all the other people. I
was so nostalgic. Like when 50 came down from the ceiling, I wanted to like flip
hanging upside down. I wanted to run over and hug him. But
friggin' I don't know. I don't know what my favorite halftime. It would be Shakira. Shakira was definitely far and away.
Shakira and Beyonce, that was a good one. Good one.
God.
But yeah, no, I thought that was good. But yeah, like you said, Al, the whole Chiefs dynasty talk. people talking about how Mahomes is now, you know, the GOAT, like that talk starting to creep in there. I'm like, settle down. Listen, buddy, you're talking 7 Super Bowls to 2. Like you have just started climbing the mountain that Tom Brady built for you. Like, don't say that. Don't start thinking you're the GOAT. Like you have to have a very long career to even reach GOAT status. You're not a dynasty yet. You got to win one more. I agree with Al. They win next year. That's a dynasty. Right now, it's more of like there's like the rumblings of a dynasty. They're right there. They're right on the cusp. But I don't think they're there yet. I know I did say last year, or I think it was after Mahomes won his first Super Bowl, I said that he won't win another one. I'll bite the bullet on that. I was wrong.
That's tough.
But, you know,
that was a given though. Like, of course he was going to win another.
I can admit when I'm wrong. I can also say when I'm not wrong. Travis Kelce is a dickhead. Oh God, I'm so happy. I can't wait that he is off my screen. I can't. Now. God, Mr. Overrated. That's who he is. But yeah, I forgot there was something else I wanted to say about the Super Bowl. I forgot what it was though. You guys have any final things about it? Liam, I know you don't want to talk about it long because you'll start getting tears in your eyes because
Patriots plus 5,500 odds to win the Super Bowl next year according to DraftKings.
Great value. Great value.
Listen, I'll tell you, I was thinking the Patriots. I'm even more and more excited about the Patriots season because I keep forgetting you got Bill O'Brien's back, maybe a competent offense. I'm still excited about the Patriots.
Oh, Mike starts each season believing the Patriots are going to win, and then his faith slowly wanes by like week 4. He's like, all right, now we're just going to the championship game.
Yeah,
and then like by week 7, he's like, all right, like wild card's fine with me. And then by the end,
just get in.
Yeah, and then by the end, he's like, I don't think anything. Yeah.
By the end,
give me a winning season.
Yeah, which they couldn't even give me this year. They couldn't even give me that year.
I actually wanted to throw a question out to you guys real quick. We're off topic, so off the Super Bowl. This is a Patriots tidbit.
Works for me.
So I wrote about this on Fansided, Chatter and Champions website. Shameless plug, check it out.
Shameless.
Would you guys be interested in signing offensive tackle Taylor Lewan?
Of course. Like, does the Tin Man have a sheet metal cock? He's fantastic.
3-time Pro Bowler, a guy that the Titans might cut. He even said on his Barstool podcast, Busting with the Boys, that he thinks he's going to get cut.
Yeah. I watch the show pretty frequently. Like, I don't want my bias because I like him as a host of his show and as a person. Seems like a cool dude. I don't want to let that get in the way. I don't know how his production has been in the last couple of years. I know he definitely had some injury issues early on.
For his ACL this year, he only played in 2 games.
Oh, he
did?
This year, okay, so this year he was bad. I remember he missed the first couple seasons he played. But anyone that was able to block for Derrick Henry getting 2,000 yards and consistently, like obviously Derrick Henry was a huge part of that. But you still need an offensive line no matter how good the running back is. So without looking into the numbers and how good he actually was, I love him. I don't see why not. Anything's better than Trent Brown, who's taking admission tickets for sacking Mac Jones. He's like, yep, all right, 1 sack for you, 1 sack for you. You want to pay double? Go get 2 of them. It's fucking ridiculous. So anything other than Trent Brown.
Where would he slot in on the line, do you think?
See, that's the thing. I'm not entirely sure, like which side. I'm actually going to look that up real quick right now.
Because if
we shoot Trent Brown off to the sun, and then he takes that spot.
I don't know what's going on because I know that Trent Brown, like you can always move him to right tackle, but I don't know where Lewan would go.
It looks like left tackle for Lewan.
Okay, then perfect. Move Trent Brown to his normal position, right tackle. That's where he was before he went to Oakland and did all his stuff and ended up coming back. Move him to right tackle, a little bit less pressure, probably a little bit more comfortable over there. Put Lewan at left tackle if that's what they want to do. I mean, I wouldn't hate it. I think anything is an upgrade over Isaiah Wynn. So if you get anybody and you can just kind of slot them where you want, I don't know. I think our boy Adrian Clem is going to figure it out. So I think so too. I'm not worried. You just got to get bodies in there. You got to get good people who aren't Isaiah Wynn, maybe aren't Trent Brown, and just figure it out from there. I wouldn't hate it.
Maybe aren't Trent Brown.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, just I don't know. And
preferably not. Just so disappointing.
He had a rough year. He had a rough year.
Rough year is a nice way to put it.
But yeah, no, good question. About do you think that next year? Do you think before we jump off the Super Bowl, Eagles or Chiefs? Do you think either one of them are back in the Super Bowl next year?
No.
I think the Eagles have a shot. I
The
do.
Eagles?
I think the Eagles have set themselves up for next couple of years.
Yeah.
The
I like that.
Chiefs. The Chiefs. I think Buffalo or Cincinnati.
Can you get off the Buffalo train already? Dude?
Why do you
How
have
many
a problem
times do you
accepting
have to
that
be
Buffalo is a good
disappointed?
football team? Why are you
they're not?
why are
they
you
suck.
so stubborn? And
Because
this
they
is specifically
suck.
why they suck. That's why they've won the division the past couple of years. So why is it right that you can't accept that
No one
they
gave
are?
a
I'm
shit when the
saying a good
Patriots
football
won
team.
the
I'm
division
saying
for
they
20
can beat the
straight
Chiefs.
years because
Will you
everyone
shut
else
up for 2
sucked.
seconds? Will you shut up for 2 seconds? Jesus Christ. The Buffalo Bills, I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl next year. I'm saying they are a team that are a threat to the Kansas City Chiefs, just like the Bengals are the same way. Why are you having trouble accepting that? Because you're letting your stubbornness of the Patriots get in the way. I love the Patriots too, but you got to be realistic. Right now, the Bills are ahead of you, and they are a threat to go to the Super Bowl. They're not going to, but they are a threat to get there.
No.
Yes.
Everyone thinks they're a threat. They are the ultimate fool's gold. They will get to the playoffs, and then they'll just get stomped out.
They're the Chargers. To me, they're this generation's Chargers.
They're Phillip Rivers, what he was. They'll always scare you. You'll always think, "Ooh, maybe this is the year." No, it will never be their year. There's always a Joe Burrow. There's always a Patrick Mahomes. There's always a somebody better with a better team and a more competent team, and that just won't fold under the pressure. Teams that aren't snake bitten, franchise cursed, and should relocate.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think that the Bills will make it to the Super Bowl in, I don't know,
ever
my lifetime, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
I just happen to think they're a good team, obviously. I do think, much like Travis Kelce, they are overrated. But I feel like they're the Chargers, where, like you said, Liam, they'll be around. They can beat you any week because they do have the offensive
They'll scare
firepower.
you each year. You'll be like, "Ooh, they could win the Super Bowl." No, they will get close. They'll give the illusion.
So allow me to rephrase the question then. Who is a threat to the Chiefs besides the Bengals? Are you saying the Bengals are the only threat?
I wouldn't say the only. There's always a surprise team. Like the Eagles are kind of the surprise team this year.
In the AFC.
I know.
If Lamar stays on the Ravens,
I
think the Ravens could be a threat, even though I hate them because they're obviously Patriots rivals, but I could see that. And I do think that the Bills might be a threat to the Chiefs, just like how the Chargers were always a threat to the Patriots in a way, just because you never know, they may beat them. But I can't picture the Bills beating the Chiefs in an AFC championship game to go to the Super Bowl. I can see them beating them in a divisional game or something to get to the next round. But yeah, I don't know. I think,
like you
really
said, if Lamar puts together a healthy season, the Ravens are like a decent candidate. Hell, a long shot could be the Browns if Deshaun Watson gets back to form. They still have 2 stud running backs, a number 1 wide receiver, and a good defense. That's kind of the prototypical setup for like a good team.
Chargers? Anybody thinking about the Chargers with Herbert?
No. They completely like broke me last year after like so much hope and promise. I was like, this team could really do something. They're just a fucking dumpster fire. So much like the Bills, I'm convinced they're a cursed franchise.
Yeah. I think I saw that they might be letting go of Keenan Allen. Was that something I saw?
Which was stuff like that where it's like, this is why you're the Chargers. Like, how could you ever do that?
Like, make it work. Make it work.
It'd be like the Cardinals cutting Larry Fitzgerald. You just don't do that. You let him retire.
Yeah. No, I don't. So I don't know. To answer your question now, I haven't quite completely given up on the Chargers. Because I do think that there's something there with Herbert, obviously, depending on what happens with them and their offense. But I could see the Chargers maybe taking down the Chiefs. Bengals, obviously. I think the Bengals right now, even though I know that the Kansas City just won the Super Bowl, I think that kind of pound for pound, the Bengals are the best team in the AFC. But granted,
cut Eli Apple.
The Chiefs still beat them. So any given Sunday. But I do still think the Bengals are the best team in the AFC. Obviously, there's the Ravens. Steelers are shit. There's really only 3 or 4 teams.
And the Patriots.
I was just gonna say, depending on what happens with the Pats
DeAndre
offense and what they
Hopkins
do,
trade away.
honestly, the Patriots aren't these 10 steps back like people seem to think. I mean, if they have a good offseason, they could be a top 5 team in the AFC. I already have it that the Patriots are going to be the number 5 seed next year. So
and they could get hot for the playoffs and win a string of
Easily.
games where their defense carries it, and like each game is like 17-10, 10-3, like stuff like
Easily.
that, where it's like 21-13, like these low scoring grind out games where Mac throws like a touchdown or two and we run for a touchdown and win, and like we get 2 interceptions on the defensive end and you win that way.
I mean, Mahomes threw for under 200 yards in this
did.
game. So
I actually wrote too, came out today, reasons why the Patriots will get back to the playoffs. And the first reason I had was
damn right.
The first reason I had was expand on the defense, continue to build the defense that you have, add little pieces, maybe like a safety, maybe another fast linebacker, and then continue to build off of the core of like Judon and Barmore and Duggar. Excuse me, Uche. Like there's a core there. Continue to build off that.
Yeah. That's why I think that obviously the Patriots are well deserved too. They're under everyone's radar. I mean, they had a overall bad season, regardless of why you think they had the bad season. It wasn't a great season. But it's just people. Yeah. It's like the offense seemed to have tainted people's view of Mac Jones, where it's like Mac Jones is a good quarterback. There's no, you can win with Mac Jones. You have a great defense. If you add some pieces on offense, you have a capable coach. I mean, obviously the special teams, you got to kind of figure out your fucking punting situation, because we can't be having 30-yard punts anymore. Which I think is kind of an undervalued or under the radar thing where people aren't talking about that. The Patriots got to find a punter, because I don't think Jake Bailey's coming back. He hates the team. I don't think
sure seems like
you're not going to keep fucking Mike Pilardi or whatever the hell his first name was. But so I don't know what you're going to do. I have faith though. You just draft a punter out like the 6th round, or knowing Belichick will be like a 3rd round punter or some shit. We'll all hate it, but he'll be like the greatest punter for 1st round pick. They trade up to get a punter. But yeah, I think the Patriots, if they have a solid offseason, I could see the Patriots challenging the Chiefs as well. Obviously, not as much as the Bengals would or the Ravens, just because they have
Bills
more
defense
dynamic.
is Patrick Mahomes' kryptonite. Like regular season, playoffs, like Mahomes doesn't carve up the Patriots. He's done it in 1 regular season game, and he still lost. He threw 2 picks in that game. Like Bills got Patty Mahomes' number on the defensive end.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where he knows how to guard Travis Kelce too. Or he knows how to play defense.
Which to you is apparently just not guard him at all because he sucks.
No, you have to guard him. If you guard him, he is not that good. It's when people don't guard him and he's wide open. That's when he's like this all-time guy who off the field he wants to be. You know what he is? He so badly wants to be what Gronk is. He wants to be Gronk, but when Gronk did it, it came off as just, this is who he is. He's a big doofus, and I mean that in the most loving way. Gronk was just a big goober when he was here, and it was like he's an idiot. He's just a meathead. It is what it is. Idiot. But Travis Kelce comes in, and he's like, he wants to be the cool kid, but also wants to like hang out with the nerds and like hang out with every different group of people in high school. You know what that means? You have no friends. When you try to hang out with everybody, when you try to switch your personality depending on where you are or what you're doing or what fucking Beastie Boy songs is playing, you have no real personality. You have no worth. God, I hate him.
You know what else we hate? People that kill the Patriots.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need to get out, because I could literally sit here and just think of a billion different ways to criticize him. Okay, so Al, since you brought it up, we're not going to do a draft this time. We're just going to throw out, I don't know, 5-6 people, depending on how many people we get. Kind of just players who have played the Patriots who just seem to always have outstanding games, whether it's stat wise, big plays, things like that, offense, defense, whatever it happens to be. Just Patriots killers, not Aaron Hernandez type. like actually Patriots
or
killers who play the Patriots.
who is the safety that killed like 6 people, like Phillips
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah. I saw when I typed it because I was like, oh, before
Yeah,
I jumped
I
on
saw
there, I was
that
like, oh,
too.
let me see if I forgot anybody. I typed in Patriots killers
You
and
guys typed
Aaron
in
Hernandez
Patriots
popped up.
Killers?
Hernandez popped up, and then that guy did. I was like,
Who
oh,
the
okay.
fuck Google's Patriots Killers? Obviously,
I
you're
did.
gonna get Hernandez.
I did. So Al, kick us off. Who you want to throw out to the group first?
Oh man, there's some intriguing options that I came up with here. But you know what? Let's do it. Do I do it? Do I have to do it? Do I have to bring back the bad memories?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
These are all fucking touchy subject there.
All right. Someone else will take the other guy that I was thinking, but I mean Eli Manning.
Yeah.
That's like the given.
That's a given, right? I mean, he beat you twice in the Super Bowl. I mean, I know we say the Tyree catch was lucky, but he threw it. He got it down there.
Yeah,
and
he hit him right in the face mask.
Yep, I mean, and Tyree made the play, and Manningham,
and that Mario Manningham. Yep,
that was the better
one of the
throw.
greatest throws I've ever seen.
It was
one of the greatest throws ever.
Yep.
Like, my God,
like a yard short.
Manningham.
Like a yard short, it gets batted down a yard or two longer. It's going out of bounds. He hit Manningham right in the hands. That's a great play by Eli. That's why he has 2 Super Bowl rings.
That's where my hatred of Patrick Chung started too.
Oh yeah.
He was in coverage on that play. I'm like, fuck you, Patrick Chung.
Patrick Chung. No one picked him for top defensive players, huh?
Surprisingly, who saw that one coming?
The Eli Manning thing is like any other game. If he's getting ragdolled around back there, he goes down. But against the Patriots, he slips out of like 16 potential tackles, chucks the ball perfectly on a dime, center helmet right there. And it's like, come on.
In every game, too, not just thank you. See, this is what I was saying last show. But seemed like every game, not just the Super Bowls. Like, do you remember? I think it was 2015 maybe against the Giants when Odell had a long touchdown, Gronk had a long touchdown. It was a back and forth game with the Patriots and the Giants. I think the Patriots squeaked it out at the end, but like the Giants they were like 2-11. They had no business beating the Patriots, and they were killing us for a while.
He threw for 300 and you're talking about the 2015 game. That's what you said?
Yes. Yeah,
he threw for 361 yards.
Exactly.
2 touchdowns.
Whenever he plays the Patriots, he goes nuts.
Yeah, and then
scored?
he had
Odell.
I do not have that.
I think Odell and Dwayne Harris caught the receiving touchdowns, I think.
Yeah, Patriots won 27-26. The Patriots went to 9-0. The Giants went to 5-5. Like it's just this it's bullshit. Yeah, it was Dwayne Harris got one. You said that. Josh Brown had a bunch of field goals as well. Then OBJ had an 87 yard.
See? And like I remember the game so distinctly. Gronk had a long touchdown as well. And I remember watching this going, I've watched Eli Manning. He's led the league in interceptions that year. And I was like, I've watched him suck wind the last 4 games. And he goes out here and kills the Patriots. I'm like, makes no sense. Every game, doesn't matter the stakes, he would just get up for the Patriots.
Yeah. No, that one had to be out there because I think that's also like that's the most heartbreaking. It's just horrible.
It's awful.
Besides this guy, and I'll follow this one up with the next guy. Those Eli Manning and this guy are probably the 2 most famous Patriot killers.
I know. Say it.
Is it a defender?
Yeah.
The Patriot killer, Bernard Pollard.
Bernard Pollard. That was the other guy that I was considering.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? Eli Manning, I mean, he beat you offensively. Bernard Pollard literally knocked out 4 Patriots in games.
It's so bad.
A literal Patriot killer. Like, he was trying to kill people.
Tore Brady's ACL, Welker's ACL, hurt high ankle sprain on Gronk the game before the Super Bowl, knocked Stephen Ridley clean unconscious. And then
I forgot about that.
Did he get Hernandez too?
No, I mean,
never got Hernandez.
I mean,
I think he'd be dead if he did.
Yeah. Either way, right on the field would have been like, nope.
Either way,
I thought I read somewhere
Pollard had the last laugh on that one if he did get Hernandez. But friggin', there was a bunch of like suspect hits he had on Patriots players as well. He had a unnecessary roughness helmet to helmet against Wes Welker in the same game. He knocked Stephen Ridley out. there was a roughing the passer on Brian Hoyer where he just spears him in the face, like springs out from the line, takes Brian Hoyer out in the face.
Pierce him in the face.
It was, dude, it was gross.
Oh.
I was watching. This is like back in when Brian Hoyer's like number 8. This was like 2011 maybe, and he just annihilates this poor bald little boy in the backfield.
God, yeah, he would, yeah, Bernard Pollard. I mean, that's a name where, yeah, that bad memories. I
He
just think
fucking
of just
hated
people
the
getting hurt.
Patriots, like
Yeah, just
openly
clearly.
hated the Patriots.
Multiple teams too, not just like on one
Yeah.
team. It was like, oh shit, we get them. I don't care what jersey I'm wearing. I am going low on everybody.
Because he tore
Everybody.
Brady's ACL on the Chiefs, tore Welker's on the Texans, and then all the rest were when he was on the Ravens. Guy just
Yeah.
fucking hates the
Yeah.
Patriots.
Dude, hated the Patriots. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a
I
good
could
one.
have done. I almost said like that Ravens pairing too, because Ed Reed used to just assault the Patriots. Everything, every tip ball was intercepted by
I
Ed
forgot
Reed.
about it. I forgot about
Yep.
Ed Reed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
no,
the
Ed Reed-
playoffs, he had
Ed
that
Reed was
tip
on my
catch.
list.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Because I mean, he got
Yeah.
everyone there. Have you guys seen the soundbite of Bill Belichick and Tom Brady talking? And he's like, "Don't even look to Reed's side of
Oh,
the field."
yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
look him off, throw the other way. He's like, don't
Because
throw it to
Ed Reed would just be there, just like no matter where you're looking, he's boom,
Yep.
he's there, just like
Yeah.
in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one, good
You-
one. I had who?
You know where Ed Reed went to school?
Yes, yes, the
That's
U.
right, baby. Throw
The
it
U.
up.
The
The
U.
U.
I don't know where this guy went, but I had Stephon Diggs, especially recently. I mean, I got
Yeah, that's
some
true.
of his
That's a good
stats are
one.
stupid. In 2020, he
Oh,
had
that was so bad.
nine catches for $145 and 3 touchdowns. And I
That
think
was
he
so
started that
bad.
game kind of slow, if I remember correctly. And I was like, oh shit, we're gonna lock him up. I was like, nope, the opposite. But then I mean,
It's
obviously you got the most recent one. 7 catches for 104 and a touchdown. You had December last year, or I guess not still this season, but just last year, 7 for 92. He had
Yeah.
one bad game, 4 for 51 in 2021, which okay, great, but it's just every single time, and his stats might not always be there, but it just always seems like in his career he has 45 catches, 618 yards, and 6 touchdowns in 7 games. Like that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Seems like
good.
he
And
always has a deep touchdown against us.
always
Yeah.
something. And the worst part is he talks so much shit too. And
Oh my gosh.
He's got one of those faces that you see it bit like under the face mask, and I'm like, you son of a bitch, because like
You
I can
remember-
just tell
You
you're
You remember what he
talking
did?
shit.
You remember what he did to the Foxborough fans in 2021, right?
Oh yeah, that was the which one
you,
was that? Yeah,
you shut the
Yep.
up.
yeah, and everyone was like, yeah, and everyone was upset. Of course, you score a touchdown in like a road stadium, you should be able to tell the fans shut the fuck up, especially
The
Patriots
craziest-
fans. We're annoying as shit.
Hit him with a. Oh yeah.
The craziest part about Stephon Diggs, and I say this all the time, and I'm going to say it again. When he was looking to get out of Minnesota, it was down to the Bills and it was down to the Patriots.
Crazy, right?
And they lost, and the Patriots lost out to the Bills. So Stephon Diggs could have been doing that in Foxborough, which really
That
aggravates me.
sucks. I didn't know he actually considered the Patriots.
Yeah, I think the Patriots were very aggressive in trying to get him, and they just lost out to Buffalo on a
I never
better
heard
deal.
that. That's a huge kick to the dick.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
Look it up,
that's,
Liam, when you can in your spare time.
Yeah. No shit.
Liam, I had one. I got another one that I think Liam will like this one, and I'm doing it for one game.
I
of
think I
course.
have the same guy.
Yeah,
on my list.
I think we're all thinking the same guy.
I don't think you guys do. No, not that guy. No, not him.
Okay, then let me say that
know-
one.
I know you'll like this one because I fucking hate this guy, and he was actually on the Patriots at one point. Braxton Berrios.
Huh?
He had
Give me
he
that,
had
baby.
one game and I remember it in 2021, 7 catches for 73 yards. The dude has like 15 catches in his life,
Yep.
and he had 7 of them against the that's what I'm talking about. Patriots killer. It's not even that like you're that good against it
Yeah.
for however. It's just you just have this one game like against any other team. He's not this good.
Yeah.
But yet,
See, that's
even
great because
against
it's
the
sample
Patriots,
size. Like you said, he gets like 2 catches a game, and then for him to get 7 for 70, whatever.
that's why it's crazy. Like who? I don't even think like that might be his like the most catches he's ever had. Braxton
imagine
Berrios
so.
stats. I gotta see because he 7. It's pure fucking insanity. There is no reason for him to have 7 I mean, what? He's got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't think. Oh no, he had 8 catches against Tampa Bay. That's it. But other than that, it's
just on a revenge tour. Wanted to kill the Patriots and then kill Tom Brady.
Oh my God, it's the dumbest thing in the world. But yeah, Braxton Berrios is on there just because he annoys the shit out of me.
I love him.
I know you do. I know he's on the list. He's on your list.
Do you know where he went to school?
Yes, I do. Yes, Wisconsin.
That would be the U. Yeah, absolutely fucking.
All right. So you, Liam, you say yours, Patriot Killer.
Please refer to the shirt. Make fullbacks great again. The last great fullback our generation has ever beheld. The 2012 Madden cover athlete, Peyton Hillis, when he went for 29 carries, $184 and 2 tubs against the, at the time, undefeated Patriots. I think they were 9-0 in that game as well. The Cleveland Browns come in and steamroll the Patriots like 44-21 or something like that. Peyton Hillis puts a molly whopping on them.
I remember that game now. I remember that.
Yeah.
That game got him the Madden cover. That game got him the Madden cover.
Officially, like, no doubt about it. The hype was so real after that. That's what a fullback can do, baby. A dying position comes in for a dying franchise and beats the Patriots. I love it. I love the story. The only time I've ever found myself rooting for the Cleveland Browns, every time that dude got the ball, I was up screaming.
A family man, too. A guy that saved his family from drowning and now went to the hospital for it. I'm happy that he's good. I'm happy that he's better now.
That's a true
you
fullback.
definitely you can't have this list without Peyton fucking Hillis on it. Which just like the names on this list are just so like no one thinks of Bernard Pollard anymore. No one gives a shit. The Jets don't even give a shit about Braxton Berrios. Like
David Tyree. No one gives a fuck about David Tyree. Like
no one does,
except for Patriots fans.
Yeah, that's it. Even like Giants fans are like, "Oh wait, he did give us that catch." Like I think
they give all the credit to Eli. They're like, "Yeah, Eli put that on the money." You're like, "What the fuck?"
Fucking nonsense.
It is so funny though. It's never like star players. It's always like Stephon Diggs is probably the closest thing to it, but he kind of does that to every team. Like he'll just have years where he's on a tear. Most of the time, it's scrubs. It's no names. People that fucking hate the Patriots.
People who are nothing without Al. Al, you got anybody else? Who you got?
Yeah, I got a couple more. Let's see who else. Ray Rice in the divisional game.
Yep.
I think it was 2012.
He can beat a team down.
I'll tell you right now.
It's either 2010 or 2012. It might have been 2010 or
that was the game I watched at Hooters.
2012.
I was all pumped. I was like, here we go.
2012? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
he used to domestically abuse the Patriots.
20 for 101. What a son of a bitch.
20 for 101. Damn. Is that the game where he like stumbled, got back up, and like I thought he was down, but he ended up running for a touchdown? It was on like the first play of the game. I'm like, what the fuck?
Pretty much. I got two more. I got one that played and another guy that's outside the box. So I'm just gonna do my last two, and then I'll be done with my list. But another player that nobody thinks of because this guy is regarded as kind of helping the Patriots, Mo Lewis. Lewis,
that's a Patriots killer.
Bledsoe career killer.
Yeah,
knocks out Bledsoe. On comes Brady, but people forget that Drew Bledsoe signed like a 10-year, $200 million contract or something like that. He was supposed to be the guy. Yep, there's the Bledsoe jersey, the old school Bledsoe jersey. I love those colors, by the way.
So sexy.
And we don't get to see what Drew Bledsoe would have done. Now, obviously, it worked out because Brady was Brady.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to see if Bledsoe could have gotten them, a Super Bowl or two.
I think he definitely would have got one.
Oh, for sure.
That changed Bledsoe. I mean, obviously, but that changed Bledsoe's entire career, his entire trajectory. By the way, I was wrong on the Ray Rice. I was looking at a different game. Ray Rice had 159 yards and 2 scores in that game, by the way.
Christ.
Sorry, I was thinking of another game where he ate the Patriots lunch. My bad.
So there you go. So he's done it more than once.
Clear cut Patriots killer.
Drew Bledsoe, though, it's I feel like that's one of the biggest like what ifs in maybe not even in New England, but kind of in football, where it's like,
Football,
what if Bledsoe doesn't get knocked out? Does Brady ever? Because I know people, the old saying, cream always rises to the top, but that's kind of like that's a cute little saying, but that doesn't always happen. Like, is Tom Brady? What happens with Tom Brady? Does he maybe get cut in the offseason? Does he beat Bledsoe out, who like you guys said, just got a 10-year deal? I mean, I don't know
what happens exactly. And then the last one I have, this one is truly outside the box, but it's someone that has just repeatedly ripped on the Patriots, and we're tired of it. It's Roger Goodell, ladies and gentlemen.
I love it.
It's Roger Goodell. Listen,
that's a good one. That's the best one.
Goes out of their way to try to get the Patriots in trouble, that adamantly stayed away from the Patriots after all that stuff went down.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way
shitless of going to Foxborough.
Only way. It's actually funny because the year after they won the Atlanta Super Bowl, I went to the opening game when they played the Chiefs and they lost to the Chiefs in the season opener. Yeah. When they had the Barstool shirts with Goodell and the clown nose.
Yeah, that was the Kareem Hunt game.
That was. There's a picture of me on Instagram where I'm holding up. I have my Brady jersey on, backwards hat, thinking I was cool, even though I know I wasn't.
Yeah, you're definitely not cool.
Oh, I know that.
Fucking trying to be Travis Kelce, huh?
That's why I teach for a living now, because I'm so cool, right? I'm holding up a towel of the clown nose, and I'm just like, it was just like, he was such a jerk and such a clown.
Yep.
And he's thinking that the officiating's great and everything else. So it's like, this guy just wanted to end the Patriots dynasty just like everyone else. So Roger Goodell has to go on this list.
Public enemy number one. I think he is number one on the list of Patriots killers because he's tried. He has the power to do so.
He didn't kill anything. Like, he tried, suspended Brady. We went 3-1. Like, he tried really hard and didn't kill shit. So, like, I like the mention that he's on this list because no one's tried harder than Roger Goodell.
Mm-hmm.
He just hasn't succeeded.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a son of a bitch. And I think he will always, no matter what, he will always be hated in New England. He could come out and declare, I don't know, the Patriots the greatest, Bill Belichick, that he could, like, anything. He could do whatever he thinks might work, but he'll never be allowed in Foxborough without getting his ass booed.
It's not even Foxborough. Like, we're the New England Patriots. There's a whole section of this country that openly despises Roger Goodell. And most of them are as brash as people from Boston. And they have no problem telling Roger Goodell, fuck you, buddy.
Yep. To die like vicious stuff. So has he been back to Gillette Stadium since then? Like a game?
I think he has. I
think it was
what occasion would it be?
Just I know he didn't. I know he didn't for any of like the first games after the Patriots won the Super Bowl, which obviously, that's normally what happens, but he just didn't want to. So I thought maybe it was one time, but I can't think of it. But either way,
I just don't think there's been any occasion where it's called for him to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He does deserve to be on this list, though. I mean, he's a horrible human.
The dude tries. He is a horrible human.
Yeah, him. It's him, Travis Kelce, everyone else, Jackson Mahomes, and then everyone else.
But Jackson Mahomes doesn't hate the Patriots. He's just so unlikable, just as a person.
Dude, his Patty Mahomes' wife sucks.
She is another one of those like the little league moms who like
she's just a broad.
Get too
like,
into
what is
it.
Wrong with
there are when I think of Brittany Mahomes, I think of two clips. I think of the clip of I think it was the first time they won the Super Bowl. No, when she's like spraying the champagne bottle like all over the Kansas City fans, like up that are below.
Yep.
And And then there's the one where I think they're at like a Texas Tech basketball game or something like that. And she's mouthing that, like, Patrick told me not to have resting bee face. And then she just does the face where she's twiddling her eyes like.
Yep. Yep. That's the funniest thing. Because, Mahomes sitting there like, God, just one goddamn time. I just want to be out here.
Be fucking normal.
I'm so likable. Just please stop.
You're ruining my image. It's true, though. Like, there's really not a whole lot to hate about Patrick Mahomes besides his obsession with ketchup and his weird Kermit the Frog voice. Everything else, like, he seems like a fucking nice dude.
He has an alarming voice. when you hear him talk for the first time, it's
hello, you're like,
it's like, who the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah, you know, we made the adjustments in the second half, and
it's
you know,
crazy.
I love Andy Reid, and the refs made the right call, and
It's
yeah,
scary.
you know, guys, you know.
Him and I know we don't cross sports very often here, but him and Garrett Cole could be brothers with the way that they talk. The picture for
no, they both have Kermit voices. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, I have a healthy, like, professional, respectful hatred for him. It's almost like disliking Peyton Manning when it was like, you're good, and like I have to
they have to be worried about you because you're good.
it is not personal. There's nothing like there's really nothing to like you said,
I
nothing
hate
to
you
dislike
because you're
about
against
him.
us.
Yeah, that's it. It is.
Dude,
it
if
is
he
that
was on the
simple.
Patriots, we would fucking worship.
I love him.
That guy.
I love him. I would love him, and when he walks with his head kind of cocked and he walks like something shoved up his ass. You guys notice that when he walks, he does little jabs.
Yeah.
That's the tracker his wife puts on him.
Yeah, probably.
There's no way that guy's loyal.
Patriot Killer, another one, kind of an obvious one. Logan Ryan picked off Tom Brady's last pass, returned it for a touchdown, pick six.
That is a good one.
I mean, that's like poetic justice there. It's like, you know, he can't end his Patriots career on interception. He did. Just like they were saying, he can't end his career on such a loss like he had against the Cowboys, and he did. So it's like, you know, that was a just a evil poetic way for him to end his Patriots career.
It was. Looking back on it, actually, I hated it at the time. Looking back on it, I like it. I like it a lot more. It aged quite well. I did have a guy written down from that same game. Derrick Henry just fucking assaulted the Patriots for 229 yards that game. I remember right before halftime, they ran the ball with him twice, got like 30 yards each carry, and then they threw a screen to him, and he ran down the sideline, dived for the pylon, and got it. In 3 plays, they went like 90 yards and scored. And I remember going, wow, we can't do fucking anything against this guy.
Yeah, and Derrick Henry is one of those ones too, where like he almost like Stephon Diggs, where he's always good, but just against the Patriots, like he steps up.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I have an outside the box one as well. Not even a person. Patriots Killer. I'm gonna say the Miami Dolphins home stadium.
Yeah,
that's like the fucking Twilight Zone.
I was. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about Miami Dolphins and just throwing it in there.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where it's like I don't know what the hell happens.
The ultimate Patriots Killer, Gronk at safety. just ruins the Patriots' chances of anything.
And I know I say it every time we talk about the game. I was at that game. It was horrible. It was fucking horrendous.
So
it was just I've never heard a stadium. It's just a place where I've ever been louder than that stadium was.
I would have offed
and I was
myself.
Just shocked because I was sitting next to a bunch of Patriots fans too. We were all just like, what? like looking for flags, like seeing if like maybe like if we were watching some simulation, like if like we had to like unbuffer the TV or some shit. I was like, oh no, this is real life. Okay, so this is really what happened. We had Gronk back there at safety, and he got deer legs and
he got fucked.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was so bad. I remember I was sitting on my couch with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and I was like, "Sweet, game's over." I'm like, "You want another beer?" She's like, "Yeah." So I get up and I'm walking to the fridge, which is in my kitchen. So I walk down the hallway and open the fridge, reaching in, I just hear, "Holy shit!" And I'm like. I like grab them quickly and kind of scurry in just to see Gronk fucking nosedive, belly flop out of bounds. I'm like, oh no. I missed the entire like lateral. I was like, what happened? Because I knew it wasn't a Hail Mary because I saw him run in at the end.
Yeah,
I was like,
just like the shit against the Raiders. We're like, no one ever thinks that like this play is gonna like result in anything.
Throw this backwards, would he?
No, right? And then no. Mac Jones isn't gonna get his face shoved into the ground, right? Like he's gonna at least
Jones can
him.
do something here.
Okay, I guess not.
Okay, shit.
Another one. I hate to say it. Nick Foles. I mean, dude is a career average at best quarterback. And he throws for 1 billion yards against a Bill Belichick
400
defense.
Yards and 4 touchdowns.
My God!
In the biggest game,
catches a touchdown. Like, come on.
Yeah, that makes me feel a lot better about the game yesterday. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah,
underrated one. Post 2005, Peyton Manning, because he did beat you in a couple games, and he beat you. Peyton
Manning did eventually. Yeah,
won like 2.
15, but still those are two potential Super Bowls, 2 more potential Super Bowls you could have gone to.
Yeah.
You know what I
Wasn't
was watching? It was I don't know why I watched this entire fucking game, but it was the last Brady Manning matchup when Denver won the Super Bowl that year. It was the championship game to
yeah.
go to that Super Bowl, and when Gronk went absolutely fucking berserk on the last
Beast
drive,
mode. Yep.
where he had like caught every pass on the way down.
that fourth
Brady
down catch where he was like,
Oh my god.
my
Brady
God.
floats this disgusting pass into double coverage. It's gonna get picked off, and Gronk just swim move over the top, snags it. And
You know
I
who
thought
can't
there was
do that?
I thought
You know
they
who
were gonna
can't
tie
do
the
that?
game.
Hunter
You know-
Henry.
Do you know who
Johnny
can
Smith?
never make a catch like that in his life?
Who?
Travis Kelsey. Proceed. Sorry. Proceed.
But yeah, I was watching that, and I was just like,
Yep.
Peyton Manning sucked that entire year. Like, he threw 4 picks against the Chiefs, threw like 3 against the Chargers. He was fucking awful that
Mm-hmm.
year. And I'm like, how do we lose this game? It was so annoying. We had
Yep.
like Keyshawn Martin starting at wide receiver and like bunch of random fucking
Oh, those
people,
were the
like,
years.
it was so
Oh,
strange who
yeah.
was on the Patriots, and I'm like watching this. I'm like, Peyton Manning threw 2 easy seam route touchdowns from like 5 yards away to Owen Daniels. I'm like, how do we lose this fucking game?
Remember when
made
they brought
no
in?
sense.
Remember when they brought in Steven Jackson that year?
Of
Oh,
course,
yeah,
he
that
had a
was the
touchdown.
Steven
He had a
Jackson.
touchdown in the first quarter of that game.
That's
I was
right.
like,
Oh,
Steven
God.
fucking Jackson. I watched the entire game start to finish. I was like, who are all these players? Steven Jackson scored. Keyshawn Martin had 2 catches. I'm like, who are these people?
Oh, that reminds me. So next week, I think we should do the I can't believe they were a Patriots.
Yes,
Patriots
100%.
playlist. I like that. I like that one. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's because Steven
Yeah.
Jackson will be on that
I
list.
can't believe it's not butter.
I can't, yeah. But yeah, and then obviously I think I have to throw this one on there. Patriot Killer, Matt Patricia, for last year. Gotta just have him on there.
And when he was on the
he
Lions,
did his best.
he smoked us when he was on the Lions too. Remember we
Yeah.
lost like 49 to like 20 something?
Oh yeah, that was
The
that game.
Lions.
Yeah. So see, that's what he does. So he was like, you know what? It's not good enough to beat you when I'm not there. I gotta destroy you from within.
From the inside.
I'm gonna infiltrate your team like a bug, like a piece of sand in a machine, and I'm gonna destroy you. And he did. He won. He won.
He did.
He was
He did.
victorious in that fight.
The man's got an incredible track record against and for the Patriots.
Yeah, against himself. But yeah, that was all I had. Did you guys have any other people on your list?
Pretty much rounds it out. We really went
God.
outside the box there with the Miami Dolphins Stadium,
Yeah.
the fucking
The last
commissioner.
few
Yeah.
picks there were like
I
not
love
even
it.
real people. Just like,
Yeah.
like,
we're just naming cursed moments in time.
yeah, like first 4 weeks of the season, like that's a Patriot Killer. That's when you can get to him. Like I don't know, just random ass shit. Rex
That
Ryan,
was the-
Rex Ryan deserved to be on that list. Did he had good stats against when he
Yeah,
was a defensive
on the Ravens.
Honorable mention.
honorable
Yeah.
mention. Yeah,
It's a
that-
good
that big
honorable mention. I love Rex
chunky
Ryan.
monkey. He's just
He's
like
hilarious.
he's just.
Have
a
you seen
big
That's
guy.
My Boy
Dummy.
when he
Yep.
plays like a
Yes,
Patriots fan?
yes.
Look at that jawline.
Look at that.
Just the
He's
right
Right
amount of scruff. It's so
Fucking
good.
Rex Ryan.
He's the man. He's got a
Um,
mean foot fetish too.
But yeah, I think I can't think anybody else that we
No.
throw on there. So Liam, unless you want to talk about the Super Bowl more, I think we're done.
Absolutely fucking not. We could talk
Yeah.
about Nick Foles' Super Bowl performance if you
Listen, we are gonna talk about. Like I said, it's gonna happen one day. We're gonna have to have I don't know, like I don't know who we could have, like
Like
an
intervention?
elder statesman to talk. Yeah, you cannot be a Patriots fan and Eagles fan. You just cannot be this.
You can.
We can talk this out.
No, not now because, like I said, I can't. I don't have the mental. I can't do the mental
Fortitude.
gymnastics it takes to try to knock you off your Eagles pedestal. I mean the Chiefs did that enough yesterday, so that's fine. But yeah, we will have a talk about this one time, and I mean I don't know what's going to come of it, but I think it'll be good for all of us if we do have that talk. So next
I
week
look
though,
forward to
it's
it.
going to be the top. I can't believe they were a Patriot list. I think that's going to be a good one. I think we go back to the draft in that way. I like that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll do 3 or 5 people, but we'll
Announce
figure
the
it out.
order live on air. You won't.
We'll do it.
All right.
Right now.
Can
You
do.
get it on there. All right. I was thinking, what's his name? Not Al Horford. What's his name? Dude, that pick 6 against the Brady in the Falcons Super Bowl. That guy.
Oh,
That guy.
Robert Alford.
Robert
Robert
Alford.
Alford.
Yeah.
He
So him
sucked,
honorable
though.
mention. Honorable mention though. Yeah, he sucked pick 6 against Brady in the Super Bowl. Just like players you wouldn't even think.
All right. The order goes first overall pick. Any guesses?
Me, I'm gonna say me.
Wow, no one's right. It was Al.
Oh, congrats,
Yeah,
Al.
first time.
Hey.
And then Mike, and
Ah.
then your boy.
Wow.
Nice.
The one that's going to be the hardest. Of course, I got the number 1 pick. Nice.
I don't even know. I think I already know who I'm gonna pick, so I think we're good. I think we're good with it. But yeah, that'll be a good one though. I think we could do 5. I think we can get 5 players out of that. We'll get 15 guys.
Definitely.
I
The
think
Patriots
that's
have
easy.
Signed so many random fucking people.
So many random people.
And it's just that I can't believe they were a Patriot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Doesn't even matter. They were on the
how
Patriots
long
for a
they
day.
were there. Yeah.
How they
it's just
got
one of
there.
those
Okay.
things.
Cool.
Yeah.
I already know.
Yep.
Okay.
Good shit. All right, guys. So for Al, Liam, I'm Mike. Liam, again, I'm sorry that your Eagles lost
fucked.
the your number 1 team lost in the Super Bowl. So, but yeah, better luck next year. And with that, episode 69 is done. Sweet.